7:15. It is Thursday. It's still Thursday. Yes, it's still Thursday. And you know, here's the great thing about today. You get Muskie football tonight. We will be up at Davenport Central. Kickoff is at about 7:15. We will be streaming on all the normal platforms. However, due to Central's rules, we can't actually show the video. So we'll be doing audio, taking some pictures, throwing those up on the screen for you. A couple other quick announcements. Muscatine Civic Corral is getting ready to start their first rehearsals. So reach out to Jan Phillips. She'll be on here in a couple of days to get you some more information about that. But the first thing I want to go over is an announcement. Chris, if you could get those graphics ready, don't pull them up yet. I've got a couple of great guests with us this morning. Lindsey Phillips from Big Brothers Big Sisters, and a gentleman who in some corners of the internet is known as Matt Six Lombardi's Schweizer. How are you, sir?
I'm great.
How are you, Lindsey?
Good.
Now, I don't normally use this platform for fun, as most of you would admit. But something happened very rare last weekend. And Chris, if you could bring up the first graphic there. What you may not know about Matt is he is an excellent fantasy football player.
Oh, excellent. Yes, I would agree.
Yeah.
Do we get to see the graphic?
However, no, you don't get to see the graphic. That's the fun part of this.
I feel so out
No,
of the
but
loop
Matt's going to
now.
know what it is. This is what's great. So there's a small league in town with a couple of dads and their kids, and we had a draft on Sunday. And somebody in this conversation won the draft. It wasn't Matt.
Oh.
Can you show that, Chris? Can you show that? Because I got proof. Now here's the thing. Notice if you look in the kind of the right-hand side, we both got A+ for the draft because you had an excellent draft. There was a couple times I thought he was spying in from his house on what Wyatt and I were saying, but
It's kind of a what not to do.
right, very much so. But now I will say, so here's the thing. The reason I'm taking full advantage of the fact that I actually beat him in a draft is once the season starts, I'm toast. And actually, if you look, just to kind of prove this, if you look at even though I won the draft, if you look at the final projections on draft day, it had Matt in first and me in second. Even though I scored more points, but I think the way it'll line up in the season. Yeah. So we'll see how that goes, but good job.
I might also add that Pearl City Media does their own graphics, so I'm not sure you can trust any.
Those were straight screenshots from Yahoo Fantasy League.
That's the claim,
now,
but I haven't seen them. So
now here's the other thing. You want to know that I fight an uphill battle because he is the commissioner. So I have a feeling by the time, 10 minutes after he walks out of here, I have a feeling my roster is going to be a little different.
It's actually already in progress.
kind of figured. And that's why Wyatt left the 49ers, asked me to put the 49ers water bottle up there for the Steelers.
Oh, is that what it says?
Yeah, that's his 49ers.
Oh, well.
He was afraid I was going to make him drink something crazy. So anyway, that's my little aside. Because believe it or not, that's not why you guys are here, right?
Well, tell Wyatt that his water bottle's in the trash. It's as good as gone.
And I will say that I cleared this whole thing with Parker last night,
Right.
So I had authorization.
Yeah, because that's necessary.
It is. Well, I mean, geez, I think Parker's listening to what goes on in my house more than I am some days. So
I thought you meant right now. I'm like, I hope he's at school.
Well, actually, we did call and get special permission for them
sure.
all to watch and
Sure.
stream it into both schools.
Okay.
So, yeah. It was that. Did we need to get school board approval for that?
No.
Okay, we're totally off the rails. I'm going to pull it back here because you guys are actually here for something important.
Yes.
Actually, two something importance.
Three something.
Three something importance. Oh, okay, yeah.
This is a very busy time of year.
It is. So what order would you like to go in?
Should we do it by date, maybe?
Sure.
Okay,
sure.
so this Tuesday, actually, we'll kick something off. Will you grab that so I don't break your microphone?
Are you planning on whacking me in the head?
Okay, so Chris really likes it when I bring props. So this is a fuel pump that I've learned is not correct. This should be black, I'm sorry. So this is the fuel pump because each fall the Y does a raffle where you can win, well, this is our second year, and you can win free fuel for a year from Hy-Vee. So it works that Matt and I are on together because Hy-Vee is one of our biggest supporters. Well, they're the supporter, really, for most of these things that we're going to talk about. So free fuel for a year. These go on sale Tuesday. It's $20 a raffle ticket, and it supports all of the YMCA programming, Big Brothers Big Sisters, Special Olympics, youth and teen programming, and the list goes on. So.
And how do you get those raffle tickets?
You can purchase them online. So if you see a fuel pump around or any of our flyers, there will be a QR code on there that you can scan, or you can just go to muscatiney.org. We're closed on Monday, so you could also stop in starting Tuesday to get your tickets.
So I could probably also share it out on Discover Muscatine so everybody can find it.
Absolutely. Yeah. That would be great.
I'm sure we could probably arrange that.
So this is no cardboard cutout of a person, but it is a fuel pump.
I know. I'm kind of disappointed. Like usually, although the last one was kind of creepy. I'll admit, having
he's
the
busy
chief
working
of police,
at Hy-Vee right now, and that's
Yeah, we were actually, we're having coffee with a cop at the store this morning, and
oh, that's perfect.
the chief didn't show up, so I carried his cardboard cutout in there. Mayor Bark and I took care of that problem. And
He was there then.
Yes.
I wonder what Keys was doing that he didn't know he was doing.
You can't be everywhere at once.
Yeah,
That's true.
He's probably very busy.
Oh, I meant his cutout, like what you guys had his cutout doing.
She's just standing there.
Well, he did go over and stand by Caitlin Clark for a moment. We wanted to compare the height. Brad was wondering if Tony was taller than Caitlin, and so we just wanted to make sure that she was indeed taller.
Gotcha.
But was she?
She was, yes.
Oh, they use
I don't
fancy cardboard cutouts then, because my website only allows me to go up to 6 feet.
So Mayor Bark is supposed to be confirming that that's true, that Caitlin is taller and the cardboard cutouts are accurate, but
All right.
Yeah,
I feel like we're gonna have an announcement sometime in the. Okay. Again, off the rails we went.
There we go.
It's like
I'm going to say one more thing though. So the drawing for the raffle tickets is going to be on October 13th.
Okay. So
that's
how long
a
do they
lucky
have?
Friday.
So they can start buying them on Tuesday. How long
They
do
can
they have?
start buying them on Tuesday. Is that 5 weeks? 6 weeks?
Okay. So they've got a while.
Yeah, you have a little.
So that means you can buy a lot.
You can buy a lot. Yes, $20 a piece.
Gotcha.
Yeah, sorry.
Awesome.
But
We have
there's
lots
only
of
so
other
many,
prices
right?
too. Yeah, only 750 tickets, and I believe they've sold out each year.
Oh wow. Okay. So that works. So don't wait. Go
No.
get them.
No, and you'll have to check our Facebook page too, because the winner last year has saved a lot of money. Matt could probably even tell us how much at some point if we talk about it again, since he's on the spot now. But a lot of money in gas.
Yeah,
So
you wanna
she's
just have
filled up.
that?
And I'll tell you, she's not had to pay for gas. In fact, I don't know if this is even allowed, but sometimes her daughter will just pull right in behind her because her tank is smaller than 20 gallons. So not only is she benefiting from it, but so is her daughter.
Yeah, it's been great.
That's like sure.
I'm going to
year's
check on
almost
that
up,
for
so-
sure.
Sure.
Do you have license plate numbers
Nope.
or anything?
Security
I have no
cameras.
idea.
Well, and that's, I will say that is the one great thing is, when stuff like that happens, the goal is just to have a win. And, that's obviously a huge win.
Yeah.
So
Last year, he was just going to drive a fuel truck to the winner's house and just drop it
Just
all
park
off
it?
at once.
Yeah,
but
just one mass delivery, right?
Right.
just
But then-
make them get like their own gas pump
Yes.
installed and
Yeah.
that
The fuel
would be
saver
very
card
nice.
works much
Yeah,
better.
that would
Right.
work much better. Okay, so raffle, we got that.
Got check.
Block party.
Block party.
Block parties in a week.
Yes.
Really.
It's
Like,
next Friday.
Yeah.
Yep. So 1 week away. It's 5:30 to 7:30 at Discovery Park or the Environmental Learning Center. We'll have, I think there are 35 vendors or organizations signed up right now. This is not like a job fair or anything like that. It is free family fun that you get to come out, do activities with the kids. MPW will be there with the bucket truck rides. We'll have bounce houses. We'll have Hy-Vee.
You confirmed that?
I've confirmed that. We're going to have everything, I think, is happening. So Friday, just come out 5:30 to 7:30. There is parking at Crossroads as well. They're a partner of ours. But the star of the show, of course, everybody comes for food. So
The hot dogs, right? Yeah.
hot dogs. I think last year we served 390 hot dogs. All
That's a lot.
courtesy of Hy-Vee.
Wow. Well, great job.
Thank you.
Please
Yeah.
tell me you didn't cook them.
I did cook them.
You did?
Yes.
Oh, boy.
I think that's why they're so popular.
Is that why it must be? You're like the hot chocolate and hot dog specialist. Is
Yes.
that? Yeah.
I mean, that's some of it.
That's some of it.
There's a lot of other specialties. Yes.
Gotcha.
There
okay.
will not be hot chocolate.
Not at
there.
this event.
Not at this event.
No.
Well, but there will be water. Salvation Army is going to bring some water.
Awesome. So what all?
Next best thing.
So to kind of give you guys a rough idea, like as you go into the Environmental Learning Center, you know, you kind of take that little right up into the parking lot. That shelter up at the top is kind of where the home base of this whole thing will be.
Right.
And you'll see a whole bunch of people, tents, I'm going to assume, the bounce houses,
Yes.
probably the big grill, and just stroll on up is really what it works out to. You don't need an invitation, you don't need anything. Just get there, walk in, and start having fun.
Correct. Yes.
Anything they need to bring, like sunscreen if it's hot.
I mean, if you need sunscreen, bring sunscreen or put it on before
You know
leave
what
the
we
house.
could do? So
It is 5:30 in September, so you might be okay. I shouldn't give
And
sunscreen
how long does it-
application advice, but I think you're okay to come. Even if it's sunny, you should come. Right?
Sure.
Do we have a dermatologist sponsor? that we
Right,
can
I
try?
know. Someone
I'm
else
sure we
needs
can.
to
I'm sure we can find somebody.
put sunscreen on every day.
Yeah. Just when in doubt, sunscreen up. I know where you can get some.
I think that's sound advice.
I think
Yeah.
that's
Yeah.
yeah. Okay, so that's community block party, and that's kind of a standard thing. It's what is that, the 13th, 14th one, something like that.
13th.
13th, yeah. So
Yes.
it's the same. I don't want to say the same thing it's always been, but it's the event you know and love. Just go hang out.
Right. And you'll want to know who's going to be there, right? If you're coming to see anybody specifically or learn about more services that we have in the community or resources, you can check out the Facebook page. There is an event on there, and it'll have blurbs or write-ups about every business that's participating, and those are already starting, so you can scroll back or continue to watch for that.
And we do have it on the community calendar, and
Correct.
with a link to all that. And actually, yeah, that's where. So I think it might just be a Y thing. We'll have to just
Probably.
check that. But reach out to Lindsey if you have any questions. And so now let's get to the I'm going to say the coolest one of them all.
Yes.
And that's the car show. So the car show's a couple weeks after that, right? 2 weeks? No, the week after.
Right. We're
You can-
just 2 weeks away.
Yeah. Holy cow.
Comes up fast.
You guys could like spread this stuff out over there. There's like 52 weeks in a year, right?
Yeah.
You know that.
Well, we have to plan around the weather because the weather is going to be
That's true.
perfect for all of these events.
That's true. That's very true.
So we very much do that on purpose.
So, Matt, I'm going to guess that the car show is kind of a baby of yours.
Yeah, it started out as a baby of mine. I'm obviously a car guy. I love classic cars, and so I thought, hey, we should have something at the store. And then I'm like, but I don't really want to do all the work. So then I thought of Lindsey. No, we
No,
wanted
he's not joking. There's a little bit of truth in
a
everything.
little bit of truth, but the
Well,
car
you need
show.
a partner. You need a partner.
We need a partner, and we need somebody to give the money to. So the car show generates revenue for two great charities in town that Hy-Vee really cares about and the community cares about. So it was kind of a natural fit to get Lindsey and Big Brothers Big Sisters and Special Olympics involved in this event, and that actually helps draw car owners and people with these vehicles because they love to give to charity. So this is always a big show for the participants as well to come to because they know where the money is going, which is awesome.
Yes.
So I think that's a big reason it's grown every year.
Yeah, and I remember, I think it was the second year I was there, second year, I don't remember. We had just gotten the drone, and I was keeping it out away from everybody, but I absolutely did not notice one of the power lines that was going across. Or it wasn't a power line, it was I think it was like an ad, something, but I caught it,
Not do that again.
shot it straight down, but recovered. So, and a couple
And it
people
didn't
saw
land on a car.
it did
right?
not land on
Oh,
the
that
car.
would've
It
been
was probably closer than I would have liked, but
Well, I know the first year we did this, we were not expecting as many people to come as
And
did,
it's
and
full.
I was really running out of places to put vehicles, and it wasn't really a great
It was.
organizational feat for me. So the next year we were able to spread out.
I
a
don't
little
think
more.
anybody expected.
Yeah.
We
Yeah,
had over
well-
100 cars, and at some point they just stopped registering. Actually,
And
so
just-
we don't
yeah.
know, but it was.
but that's a nice problem to have as an organizer. Like, if you put something on, because we have this too sometimes, where like you're not sure what the response is going to be, especially for the first one, right? And when all of a sudden people just sort of like latch on to what you're doing and they just start pouring in, and you're like, yeah, what do we do? So like, how many cars do you think you'll have this year? And like, what percentage of the lot will that be?
Well, I'd like to have around 120.
Gotcha.
That's kind of what I'm thinking. I think last year we were real close to 100. If like you said, there were some that come in at the end that don't really register, and that's fine too. But we added Jeeps this year, which is a cool class because we're going to try and park them in the ditch out front. You know, Jeeps,
nice.
Jeeps love to be off-road, so we're going to throw them down there. And the sheriff's department is helping us out this year. They're doing a little activity where you can buy Post-it notes, and they're going to cover an entire squad car would be the goal. So they're coming out. Tony Tone will be there playing oldies, hopefully. Classic music, and just we'll have the Hy-Vee IndyCar there. The 45 IndyCar will be at the car show this year, so that's another reason we picked this date, is because it's hard to get that thing.
I would think.
Yes.
It seems like it might be busy doing other stuff sometimes.
It's racing often. But that'll be there, and I know that that crew is always excited to show off the race car, so it's a great thing for the kids to come out and see, and a lot of times we'll give away little die-cast cars of that. So should be a lot going on. We'll have food service at the event as well. So
then, were you guys with the Jeeps? Now I just heard about this, so I'm probably going to slaughter it like I do everything else. But like, apparently you like leave little things on other people's Jeeps if you like them.
Rubber ducks.
Rubber ducks. Yes,
There
that's
might be
it.
ducks there.
Is that a thing?
It
Like,
is
is
a
that
thing.
really is a thing?
Well, it
It is
comes
a thing.
from Duck Duck Jeep, is where that comes from,
Duck,
right?
duck,
Like Duck Duck Goose, Duck Duck Jeep. So if you see a Jeep that you like, you're supposed to put a duck on it.
So what do you do? Just
And
carry
then
extra
does that Jeep like chase you around?
No, you
Oh.
you
and
typically-
tag it and
you typically
Yeah.
do it
out,
covertly,
like-
right?
Oh.
You mean you go out to eat and you see a Jeep that you like,
Yeah.
and you just go put a duck.
so you
duck
just
on
like carry extra ducks
it.
in your
Well,
pocket
a
in
good
case?
Jeep owner has ducks on it.
Seriously?
Yeah, absolutely.
Like what? Just like little rubber?
Yeah.
Let me guess. There's a website out there that sells these things, isn't there?
Absolutely. If you pull it up, you can buy them in bulk, different sizes, you know, what have you.
So I'm not a Jeep owner. So right now, the equivalent to a duck for me is if you're driving a Jeep in town and you walk out and one of these flyers is on your window, I think that's my nod.
I like it.
That's the wave.
That's my Jeep wave.
That's
yeah,
your
you've
Jeep.
got to.
I like it.
Come
That's,
So we don't really know what to expect out of the Jeep group because we've never done that before. So, I mean, who knows? You could have 20, 30 Jeeps as well, so, or more. We have a big ditch.
you do have a big ditch
We can
out there.
park
It
Jeeps
is-
anywhere, right?
It is huge.
Intentionally.
Like,
Right.
yeah.
So
Yeah.
that's the new class for the year. Otherwise, we have all the typical truck, Jeep, motorcycle, custom, muscle car,
Yeah.
modified. Rat rods. Rat rods are awesome.
Yeah, the one thing, so I'm what I would call sort of a car guy. I mean, like I worked at a dealership for a long time and I appreciate them, and like I don't have one. We got rid of the XLR several years ago, but I enjoy just walking around and seeing what everybody's done with them. I mean, a friend of mine took an old Isuzu Trooper. I think I showed you some pictures of it. He's like totally cutting everything out of it, and he's got like tires this wide on the back and like completely, and like it's amazing. Like, you know, on one hand you think, oh, these things are so complex, but on the other hand, they're still just cars. Like, you can still do crazy stuff to them.
Yeah,
And-
some of them have pictures where they found it and it was, you know, like in some farmer's field, half buried.
Right.
And all you can see is the hood sticking out of the dirt, and then it's sitting in your parking lot like immaculate. And you're like,
Yeah.
that's incredible.
Right.
So yeah, it's really neat to see all that. So it is a good family event. I mean, obviously the participants are all there, but the whole goal is to have spectators come out and just check it out.
Yeah. And so quick shout out to Jim Shepard. If you're thinking about getting your Mopar out, you might want to get it out, get it started, make sure it's going to run, make sure that thing can make it all the way from Sweetland into Hy-Vee. And I'm gonna wear that tomorrow with a racquetball. I can guarantee you that.
Yes.
But Jim, make sure you get that thing out. So, and he's actually get the MGs out too. You
That would
got
be
some.
cool.
You got something for that, don't you?
Mm-hmm. We
Yeah.
got something for everybody.
I'll hit him up tomorrow morning. Make sure you get some there.
Yeah, so we're hoping to fill the parking lot, honestly. Like, if I have to find more parking again this year, that would be awesome.
So like 100 cars, how much of the Hy-Vee parking lot is that? That's like a pretty
That's
decent
a good
chunk.
25%. Yeah.
Yeah, like, and it'll be down, I assume, down kind of like on the front, like it's been the last year's kind of like where the gas station is, or like where we do freezing for food and like every major event that you guys
Yeah, it's kind of down by where Buffalo Wild Wings was and that kind of area. And then, of course, the ditch. So we'll have
and of
to
course
see.
the ditch. So, and I assume you guys, Hy-Vee is going to be buying.
We'll probably put the Fords in the ditch too, just because I don't know what else to do with those.
Right.
I don't want them leaking oil in the
He
parking
won't.
lot, right?
We'll take care of your Fords. You can bring them too.
Yeah, bring those to Lindsay. Bring those to Lindsay. Holy cow.
I'll take care of those.
Okay.
I'll have you part. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So, quick recap because there was a
Yes.
lot. So, first thing, raffle
Yes.
starts on Tuesday.
Correct.
Just watch for information on social media. We'll have it everywhere. We'll put something in the paper, of course. And then next Friday, so not tomorrow, the Friday after, is the community block party. And when that ends at 7, you can actually head just kind of like kitty corner across the street and head over to the Muskie game
Yes.
because they'll be playing in town, or you can head home and watch it because obviously we'll be broadcasting. But that's totally free. Coming out, have a good time. Would you say 30-ish community partners?
35 right
35, yeah. So
Yep.
plenty of things to do. Matt's going to have some hot dogs there. Just come out and enjoy some time with the rest of Muscatine.
Door prizes as well, so you'll
Oh.
get door prizes. All of the
Nice.
organizations bring a door prize, so
Awesome.
some chances to go home with some family fun.
Awesome. And then the Saturday following that
Yes.
is the Hy-Vee Car Show. So it's Big Brothers Big Sisters Special Olympics, and they've got also coming up. I don't remember the details off the top of my head, but the special
Unified
first.
golf. Unified golf.
Well,
Oh.
that I was actually going to the softball game.
Oh.
The charity fundraiser with the
With
first
badges,
responders,
first
the badges,
responders,
first
yep.
responders. You know, those awesome people that like save your life when you screw stuff up. Those guys and
Yes.
Special Olympics, and that's coming up in a couple of weeks.
I don't.
Something like that. We'll
Yeah.
we'll double check. We'll make
I
sure.
have
we get it out
Wednesday in my head right now for Unified Golf.
Yeah.
So you could always reach out to the Y because they are still seeking some volunteers to make that day run smoothly. If you're a golfer or not a golfer, but you'd like to partner up with an
Mm-hmm.
athlete, they're still accepting those volunteers. So call the Y and talk to Tracy, and
Yep.
she can get you set up there too.
Yep. Awesome.
Yes. The sheriff's office will be there with the squad car, like he mentioned. They're also selling raffle tickets right now for a Blackstone grill that you can win on that day. I believe the winner will be drawn there. They're $5 tickets, and you can get those at the jail or the day of. And then we will have ducks there as well, so we'll have a little duck activity for the kids because the YMCA Duck Derby
Yes.
was rescheduled, so more opportunities to buy those ducks and
Yep.
win prizes as well. So lots of information. Just watch on social media, follow the community calendar, all of the things.
Yeah. Well. Yeah.
There's a lot.
Just watch all the things and just
Share your calendar
just do
with me
whatever
and I'll
Lindsay
just
tells you
populate
to.
it.
That's kind of what I've just come to. Is just whatever Lindsay tells you to go do. You just go do it.
Right.
That
Yeah.
sound about right?
That sounds normal.
Yeah.
Yes.
Well, guys, thank you for stopping down. It's been fun as always, and hopefully, Six Lombardis doesn't transfer into another fantasy champion. And I should say he officially won the championship last year.
Yeah. Well,
so
I mean, who's surprised?
yeah,
And I'm probably gonna have to change my name here shortly to Seven Lombardis, to be honest. So that's coming up, coming to a Super Bowl near you.
So there's that, everybody. Don't you just love
Yeah.
local TV, right? This is the only place you can get it. And so with that, don't forget tonight we will be live from, well, sort of live, mostly live from Brady Street Stadium. And as always, of course, we're proud to be the exclusive provider of live Muskie sports. So we will see you tonight, everybody. Have a great Thursday.